Welcome, everybody. Welcome. This is the live stream where you can ask me a question. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Oh, I hear myself. How do I do that? Live stream where you can. I have my own live stream open. That's funny. My biggest fan. Hello. So, we are going to have such a fun session together. Like, feel free to prepare your questions in the app. That is the best that you can. If you are on YouTube, the best is to do it in the chat. If you are live with me on Zoom, all our community members have Zoom access and they have priority on the questions. They can raise their hands. And we're going to have a beautiful stream together. Let's go. I'm excited about it. So, before we dive in, I would love to say that I'm absolutely amazed by the magic that has been happening this week. I really feel the energy has shifted for me quite a lot. And one thing that I got amazed by that I would love to start this session with is that I got some calls from the August of Abundance session. And one of these calls, they just asked me, like, what shall I do? I need some money for this. I need some money for that. Can you help me with it? And I asked her, can I coach you for a second? And she was very compliant. She says, yes. And then I just took my financial knowledge to her spiritual gifts. And I just said, like, hey, do this and this. And you probably have enough money to do the things. She wanted to make a travel to Istanbul. And I just gave her a quick outline of, oh, this is what you can do. And 5 days later, this Monday, she texted me, WhatsApp me, and she said, oh my God, I just want to tell you, I just made 2,000 euros in the last 2 days with the advice you shared with me. And that was such a big win. So I want to celebrate you. If you're watching, you know who you are, and I'm just celebrating you. I think that's a beautiful success story, especially of yourself. But I also really like that only 20 minutes of advice can create so much. And sometimes the only thing we need is to get out of our own way and just to take the numbers, right? Like eventually, like I really feel I was in the plane and I really feel I'm here to make spiritual people more wealthy and make wealthy people more spiritual. I want to be the bridge. I want to be the bridge. And the community is definitely to make spiritual people more wealthy. So I really want to, like, let me be the crazy person that just goes into all the tools and tries everything. And the thing that works, I will share. And the things that don't work, I will not share. So I am the only one that is with the pain, and you don't have to uh, take such a rocky road as I do. But yeah, what I think is very important is um, I really believe it's possible. Like spiritual people are not meant to neglect the financial world. It's quite the opposite. Like in our own journey towards wholeness, at one point we need to start accepting the financials. And actually, when you truly look at it, financials is a numbers game. Financials is a complete numbers game. It's like, okay, what do you need? What do you have? How much can you sell it for? And how much do you need to sell before you have what you need? It's like, it's a simple equation, but it can shine such a light on us because we're so much in the energetic space. We forget a simple numbers game because energy is not, it's hard to measure. Self love is hard to measure. Inner confidence is hard to measure. All of these things are just very hard to measure. So I'm celebrating this story. I'm celebrating that I started the week with this beautiful message and that came true, and I'm very proud. So with that, let's dive into the Q&A. I saw Joe, you had your hands raised. Feel free to ask your question there. Good to see you. Oh, you're muted.
Hello, it's on YouTube. So, do you go into people's personal records when it's being streamed?
Ideally, I keep it more general, and we do the
Hmm.
personal more when we are in. Do you have a very personal question?
Yes, it was about how to interact with somebody I'm going to be speaking to tomorrow.
How to interrupt somebody who you are going
No,
to speak into?
interact, like how
Ah,
to
interact.
like,
Ah,
yeah.
okay. Um, I can like I can I can help you. I think I can help you. Let me ask the record. They said yes, connect personally. Um,
Okay.
if you I know I think I have your name in my head, but I'm not fully sure. Can you please put it in the chat? And by the
Sure.
way, people on Zoom, your face will not be streamed on YouTube. You will be your face will not be streamed. So you like they see my face when you talk. That may be good to know. You can put all the weird faces on and yes. Hello, welcome Nimira. Happy to have you. If you have a question for the records, feel free to put it in the chat. I will try to answer as many questions as possible. Ah, thank you, Joe. Beautiful. Yeah, I had it all right in my I had it all right in my head. Okay. I will connect to your records. Give me a moment. And then the question is, how do you interact with that somebody that you're gonna meet
Yeah.
tomorrow? Is
It's
it
just guidance, really. This how to, yeah, it's sort of develop, yeah, the relationship between us. I mean,
oh beautiful. Okay, thank you. Light. I'm 100% connected to the records of Joe. Yes, the records are open. Okay, would you love to provide a little bit more context, or do you think we have the right context?
um, it's somebody I feel I've been guided to be in my life. But tomorrow's going to be the first time we're interacting, and I just want to make sure,
Okay.
sort of, yeah, how to do it because it's just, yeah, I want this to be different.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Let me see what I receive. Hmm. We first want to say that it is quite all right to be okay with an initial sense of awkwardness. What do we mean with that? Is that, if you are not feeling shameful or of nothing knowing what to say, and the other person also feels okay with being themselves, even though at the beginning it might be a little bit, you need to find your connection points. That's a better word for it. And before you have found your connection points, it might be a little awkward and it might be a little giggly. And therefore, we would love to say, be okay. Be okay with awkwardness. Be okay with a little bit of discomfort at the beginning, because once you sit down and once you have a chat and ask the other some questions and see what they would love to know from you, it will very naturally move into the right direction. The best way to develop a connection is to actually be very open what the moment wants to bring. And if you want to prepare for your meeting, we would love to ask you, what is something you really would love to know about this other person? Because the more interested you are in that other, the more interesting the other will perceive you to be. There's a funny thing in humanity, and that is that humans really like to talk about themselves. So if you are interested, and if you have a couple of topics that you really feel you want to dive into, you might have a couple of questions up front whenever the conversation is not flowing the way you like. But the biggest message that we want to give you is you are going to be all right. Let feelings and emotions be opened and shared openly. Even if it's a little bit uncomfortable or a little awkward, be okay with that. There is no need to hide. Once you are just okay with yourself and are interested in meeting the other, a very natural conversation will come. But here is another little remark, is don't make it too much as an interview. Don't ask the questions too much ahead. Also give room for the other to ask a question back to you. In this way, you let the moment and your two intelligences fill up with a beautiful meeting. The best way to connect is to connect without pressure. The best way to not have pressure is by letting the moment flow through you both and connect you where you need to be connected. You will be amazed by the quote-unquote coincidences. Of course, they are not coincidences, but it's a funny human word of having points of resonance, great resonance. So allow yourself to be open and to naturally let the moment find the places of resonance. These things happen automatically if you are not hiding too much and not forcing too much, but naturally be yourself. Because if you try to be somebody else, it will never truly work on the long run if this connection is meant for the long run. Now we see a couple of timelines that can be true, but it is your own choice and your own decision to see how great you feel by connecting. So allow yourself to go in open, allow yourself to be yourself, even though it might be a little bit getting used to at the beginning. And let the moment show you a couple of connection points and let the questions guide the conversation. Now, this first meeting might be immediately good, but it might just be a very beginning. So after the meeting has passed, we would love to give you a question to reflect on. Whenever you're still in the energy and the feeling of it all, ask yourself, would this be a person I would love to have another meeting with? Does it feel truly, authentically, that I want to get this person to know more? Because it's about listening to your truth in the end of the day, and connections are no different. So enjoy, and after the meeting, do a little bit of reflection so you can feel into it. Like, was this in some way good for me? Do I feel a little better or a little bit more peaceful? or a little bit more inspired than I did before I joined this meeting. So with that, let the moment guide you, and we wish you a great meeting, dear one. Okay. Okay. I hope that helped, Joe.
Yeah, that was really good. Thank you.
It felt like this is gonna be a fun experience for you. In my feeling space. So that's beautiful. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your question. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
So I don't see any hands raised, so I'm going to the YouTube chat. Hello, Annie. I see you have a question. Presently, I'm getting an upgrade in my throat chakra. Are many of us getting upgrades? Blessings. Yes. First of all, I want to share personally a full yes. Many people are getting upgrades. They might feel different from person to person, but in my field, it really feels like things are shifting and turning, and like sometimes it even feels like somebody is doing a little spiritual surgery on me and they just use tools to replace things. Those can be hardware upgrades, and software upgrades can be way more when it comes to the mind, when thoughts start spiraling, when things start spinning. I did way back at the beginning of this YouTube channel, I actually did a video on upgrades. Yeah, they're going to increase, and I know many people have so. I think in the July energy update, June or July, the Akashic record set in the energy update that the throat chakra will be greatly upgraded from now on. So it's very funny you say this to me, and they gave some extra information in that transmission. So that's me personally, and I would love to ask the records. I first have to close the records of Joe, and then I can ask a general. I can ask the general Akashic records a little bit on this, right? Or I can open the Akashic records of humanity right now. That will be a good one to ask if more people, and maybe also of the throat chakra, why not? Okay, so let me close and open these records. Beautiful. With love and light, I hereby open the Akashic records of humankind and the human's throat chakra using the Andromeda prayer. Are they 100% open? I just opened the records of humankind and the throat, the throat chakra of humans, the human's throat chakra. So the question is that Annie is getting an upgrade in her throat chakra. Are many of us getting upgrades? First of all, dear one, we want to congratulate you of feeling it, because many are receiving upgrades, but only about 21% of the people that are being upgraded right now actually feel it. The rest thinks it's a cold or it's just a sore throat, and they don't have the awareness to even notice it is an upgrade. So first of all, congratulations. We celebrate you. We appreciate you on feeling that this is an upgrade. It is. And allowing this to be a topic for this transmission. The throat chakra is especially now upgraded with all the star seeds and advanced humans on your planet. They are here to step into their truths and to speak, not in the literal sense all the time, but definitely speak and share their vibration with the world. This can be done anonymously, this can be done authentically and vulnerably, but in any way, the energy of the universe, the energy of life wants, especially the spiritually advanced human beings, to share more, to speak up more, to inspire more, to share your truth. In whatever way your truth sharing feels most aligned. Because for some people it might be a video, for others it might be a conversation, it might be a talk, it might be a painting, it might be a song, it might be a poem, it might be getting a group of friends together around a campfire. There are so many ways to share, and one big error that is made in the mind of humanity is that nowadays you have to have a social media channel and a following for your voice to be heard. That is not at all the case. That's just a chosen platform for some. It is not the ideal platform for everyone. And that's why every time we are creating a program to get more into your truth and to share your voice more, we are always tuning it to your unique ability. We want to say two things. The first thing is, how can you best deal with these upgrades, even though they might be uncomfortable, even though you might feel that you are getting sick or you feel your throat is going through a lot. Allow yourself to breathe deeply. The throat is the gateway of the breath, and by opening your breath a little bit more deeply, you allow the energies to move with more ease through it. Next to that, it can be great to softly hum while upgrades are happening or in silent moments during the day, to do a little bit of humming and see where in that humming frequencies your throat chakra is vibrating the most. These frequencies will be in tune with the best frequencies that your throat chakra currently needs. And because your voice is placed inside the region of your throat chakra, it can be good to activate it with singing or humming, especially looking for the frequencies that really give you a little extra. And you can just do that by opening your voice and finding, going from low to high and from high to low, and finding these frequencies inside of you. And finally, whenever movements, sensations, and even pain appears, keep breathing and allow it to happen. Resistance is the only thing that blocks these upgrades. So allow it to happen. Allow your jaw to loosen. Allow your neck and shoulders to relax. All the muscles in your neck and around your throat area can relax, so your full upgrade can take place in the fastest way and will be completed in the fastest time in your time space, which is beautiful. The other thing we would love to share with you is what to do after the upgrades have been finished. Now we would love to give you a question for this. And the question is, would you be able to notice if there is more truth arising in your field? Because the throat chakra is very related with your truth. It will become easier after this upgrade to share your truth, to feel your truth, to say no whenever things are not truthful to you, and to step into a full yes whenever something feels fully true to you. Now, these energies are, of course, very welcome. And especially right now, the advanced spiritual humans will receive these upgrades. They started in June and they will last up until the end of the year for the most advanced ones, and then will trickle down into the rest of humanity. So you are a pioneer in that sense in receiving these upgrades, and by resonance and osmosis, you will allow others to also step more into their truth and to share their frequency more with the world. So keep an eye out on frequency sharing and on choosing truth and things that don't feel resonant with you. It will become easier after these upgrades. We hope this helps, and we wish you a great flow and allowance of the many movements that are currently happening inside you. Wow. That was a beautiful question. Thank you so much, Annie. Yes, Annie. I love that. I love that question. So I have at the moment here someone in the community that has their hands raised. Idilka, feel free to unmute yourself. Do you have a question?
Hi, I wanted to ask it's a few questions in kind of related things. I've heard sometimes the activations and some of the meditations, which are amazing. If every time that we hear the activations, do we increase these upgrades, or do it's like when you refine a music instrument, each time you play, you have to review. Especially, I don't play, but we do that with our voice. I've sang. This humming thing is very interesting. So if every time I can hear and go into an activation, do I stream better the upgrade that I had, and do these upgrades also deal with the level of energy like this? Well, of course, this morning I was really working and praying with my cat. I did this today, something that I asked the Akashic Records permission, and I asked God permission, and I saw a miracle that was in the Bible of a king that was dying.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked the God to give him some more time. And so I got into all that, and I used the Merkaba as a container to take out negative energy. It was a very dark, horrible energy around Vedech that I know she came from me, and I couldn't derive it to anywhere. It was like I'm stuck here and I don't want to go. Mm-hmm. So I put it in the Merkaba and I sent it to Infinite to be able to deliberate it to wherever it wants when it's ready, and when the time comes to be liberated. So so it is where this energy wants to go, wherever in the future and wherever in time, and to be where it wants to go, if it's for darkness or for light, when it's the time. So I felt it was more amazingly clear. She has another phase right now. And this morning I came, I was full of energy, and suddenly I got like no energy at all. Right now I'm just worn out. I was like, oh, I can't do it anymore. It's a fluctuation of energy completely from 1 minute to another. Mm-hmm. Because when you work or do some things, you get like a time. If you're working out, after the workout, you can feel tired. Mm-hmm. But this is like going up and down on seconds. Yeah. And if it's normal about the upgrades, I also got a really bad cold. Everybody here, all my cats, everybody had a terrible cold. Mm-hmm. I have been 10 days on antibiotics and sick. And of course, you can also see it's fine that it's the weather, it's because whatever. But as they said, you just said about the cold. Is this part of cleaning upgrades, or it's just a process of whatever?
Oh, wow. So you're asking, every time you go into the meditations, do you learn more? Do you receive more? You're asking the last question, like the cold, and is
And
this
the
is
upgrades
this
of energy
upgrades?
up and down.
And you ask about the fluctuations of energy
Of
and if that
energy.
is normal. Okay, let me ask these 3 questions. Okay.
And if we like expurgate through illness, is that the word?
I don't know the word.
Um,
Export?
it's like when you have expurgar. It
Okay.
is when you clear out something. When you dissolve a metal, you clean out the impurities, making it liquid. So my question is, if through these illnesses we also clean up things like processes.
Okay.
Because I feel that
Beautiful.
I have better feelings about some things. I just don't get angry.
Oh,
I just see them as a testimony instead of getting in the process,
beautiful.
which is interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
And the volume is very low.
My volume is low.
Yes.
Let me quickly check the Zoom settings. Must be better now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me go into the records. Dear one, yes, there is a lot going on humanity right now, and there is a lot going on in your own life, including definitely waves of transmutation and of creation of a completely new you. That is what you have asked for. And if the mind is not cooperating, the body will do the work. What we mean with that is, if the mind is receiving messages but not listening to these messages, at one point the body will say, okay, I will transform, but I need all the resources. And actually the best way to transform for a body is by heating it up a little bit. That's why inflammation and fever are not only states that can be called sickness or illness. These states are highly transmutive. They have the ability to take whatever is not needed out of the system through the element of fire. Just like normal, most of the time we advise to let everybody drink a lot of water. That will help with the element of water. Taking deep breaths will help with the element of air. Grounding on the earth with bare feet on the earth will let earth do the cleansing. But if the body really needs to create something and transmute something big, yes, it has the option to go into inflammation and fever so that the fire start burning higher inside of you, and in so doing the fire element will do the cleansing. Now ideally we let people not go there. Ideally we will let the air, the water and the earth element take care of these. But in your case, you have been so busy and there has been so many moving parts that there was simply no time to actually take moments to breathe deeply and take moments to ground yourself the way you needed to ground. And so you went through a big cleanse and you did good. The cleanse has almost been completed. You must feel a lot better now than a couple days ago, and we are grateful for your journey so far. And you already see some of the shifts appearing in your reality just days after the peak of the illness. Now, of course, your pets have helped you in processing this. Pets always help humans processing energies. That is very clear if you ever have a pet, how sensitive they are and how selfless they are when it comes to seeing people's emotions and energies, taking that on them and processing them. They are very pure souls, indeed. Now, when it comes to the fluctuations, two things can be happening. One thing is inward originated, inward focused. The other way is externally originated. And it's really good to feel the difference. If your normal state is an energetic state. Your normal state when energy is flowing completely through you is a completely spontaneous, energetic energy and constant energy. Those states can be very easily reached if you stop all of the substances that numb you. And you have done a great job, but we're talking more generally here. If somebody wants to have a continuous energy level, they should stop drinking alcohol, stop smoking any form, and stop drinking coffee and caffeinated drinks, stop eating processed sugar. These things are fake energy. These things will let you feel you have energy, but actually you're greatly distorting and numbing your system. And in so doing, you will start to feel more energetic waves. This is internally focused. Another way an energy dip can happen is if the body needs to process a lot. And that has been your case partly. You were processing so much that your body is sometimes feeling happy. And only after maybe a little bit of knowledge or a little bit of wisdom being received, or a little bit of life being played out, you have so much information, the body needs to lay down to process it. Whenever this happens, process it. Give yourself some time to sit or to lay down and let the mind process all of the information, because energy and information is greatly increasing. Externally focused energy dips are when beings, especially of a lower frequency, are leeching on your energy body or are robbing you from energy. Now this can happen especially as light workers and as beings of light, because the lighter you are, the more attractive you become for darkness to linger in your field and to tap away some of that energy. The best way you can prevent this is to make sure you have the right protection protocols. You make sure you are knowing how to feel when something is internal or external, and as soon as it's external, you may send these beings to their true home. Now, some beings are actually light beings covered in dark energies. Their true home is the light. Other beings are dark beings that are originally from a lower frequency. Those need to be sent to the dark. But the best command you can give each one of them, independent of if they are lighter or darker frequencies, is just to say, I bring you to your true home. I bring you back to your original frequencies. This is a very general but powerful way to send these beings back. And once you send them back to their true frequencies. Also make sure all your energy that you have been spreading around, that is maybe in other people's fields, also is sent back to your own. So send back the energy to their true frequency and bring back your energy to your true frequency. This will make you a lot more stable. So, to shorten this answer, test if it's external or external. If it's internal, take the right rest and stop numbing yourself. If it's external, send every energy that is in your field that is not needing to be in your field away to their true origin and bring back all of your energy to your true origin. This will very quickly increase your energy levels, make you feel more grounded, more stable, more whole. And the more you become whole, the less chances and encounters you have with darkness that tries to leech on your beautiful, precious energy. We hope this helped, dear one, and we congratulate you with the journey you have been going through over the last days. Oh, your face looks peaceful.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it probably every day. I don't know, probably at night before going to sleep.
Of course.
And I just don't know how to gather my energy if it's in others. That was not very clear. Just to call it back.
Okay. What I do is I go into a meditative space. I just ask my consciousness to locate everywhere where I place energy, and I have a very abstract mind, but I see just little blobs appearing far and close, and then I just give the command like a pure intention, like a powerful pure intention, saying like, let me all bring that back, and I just see it like a magnet all coming back to me. And
amazing. I had never heard or had any imagined that was possible.
Of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
How beautiful. How great is that?
Let me know how it feels.
Yeah.
Like that.
And yeah, I'm gonna. You were asking me if I was trying to reach people from every day, and yeah, I'm trying, and they don't respond. So I don't know if the approach is right.
Go more, do more.
Yeah, I'm at another kind of contact, and I'm working on that for a Zoom meeting.
All right.
And yeah, so yeah, and thank you for the illness thing, which is amazing.
Beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much. I would love to.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think we have room for one more question, and then we go into our August of Abundance integration session.
They didn't say anything about if every time you hear the integration, you stream more. They didn't answer that.
They didn't answer that. No.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. But I can quickly ask. Yes, they just say yes, of course. It works with everything like that. Because even though the content might be the same, you are different. That's what I hear. So, and that makes a lot of sense, right? Like even if you read the same book that you read 2 years ago, you are a different person. So you read this book differently. So I can do one more question, and I don't see any hands raised here in the Zoom. So I would love to answer one of the chat's questions, and after that we go into the August of Abundance integration. So if you're part of the Sacred Alignment Academy, or if you want to be part of the Sacred Alignment Academy, we have another integration. We did one last week. It was so powerful. They really got us way more grounded into the frequency of abundance, and I feel way more proactive after that. This session they want us to be more harmonious and peaceful, and okay with becoming incredibly abundant beings, because it's just a completely different state of being, right? It's like, you know, like a person in lack and a person in abundance, they're just completely different in their energy field, in their bodies, and they want to get us become very peaceful, comfortable, and let it make normal to just always be in a state of abundance. Our conditioning sometimes might not have it normal, so we will do that on top of the hour, but I can ask at least one more question from the chat. So I see Nimira, you asked a question. How can you remove your blockade? But I think you mean you feel stuck and blocked and doing your best. Okay. Nimira, I will ask. I cannot open your personal records right now. It will be possible if you're in the community, and if we are on Zoom, you can send me the details that I need. But I can ask the records to scan and tune in to your energy right now and give you a little bit more general reading, okay? I hope that's all right. So, dear records, can you please answer and tune into Nimira and the person behind the account that is currently here in this session, and give her some advice on her blockage that she feels and how to get out of it. Okay, the first thing that I feel, and sometimes that happens where I first feel something in my body and then later they expand on it. I feel sacral and solar plexus and the head. I don't know if you know the chakras, but in the belly, in the upper and lower belly, and in the head, all the way to the front, I feel a blockage. So dear Akashic Records, can you explain a little bit more about this? Yes. We have to stay general, unfortunately, but here we can at least give you some advice and guide you through a beautiful inner inquiry that you can do right now for yourself, and everyone who would love to be a little bit more unblocked from today on forward can join us. First of all, we want to explain the chakra energy that has just been laid out. In your case, dear one, there is not immediately in front of you, but a little bit ahead, a couple of things that you really do not like, and your body is completely contracting because of it. First of all, your mind doesn't agree, and therefore your mind center has been blocked off, unable to receive a deeper and higher intuition. And your solar plexus and your sacral are not agreeing and contracting. What that means is that your willpower, your confidence, your self-image is not aligned, and your creative center and your pleasure center is not aligned. Now, that is specific for you. And what that means is, in the positive sense, that thing that you are dreading, that is a little bit further ahead in time. A little bit further than you're currently looking. First of all, is that a problem in the current moment? Because human minds are very good in looking ahead of time, thinking they know what is going to happen, while in reality there is so much more intelligence at play that the human mind cannot possibly comprehend what can happen. But when there is a strong assumption being made, the chances are a lot higher that such things will happen. And if such strong assumptions are made when there is a beautiful and powerful worst case scenario in your mind, that is attracting sometimes worst case scenarios to you while they don't need to happen. And I want to say, like, this is me human talking. As soon as I start channeling, the things left. I don't know if you did anything, but like I started to feel a lot of light. Where I just felt blocks, I just felt a lot of light coming through. So I don't know if you did anything, but if you're doing something, you're doing really powerful stuff. Okay, let me continue. Okay. Because more people are tuning in, we would love to also give general advice whenever you are blocked. Because the body knows exactly where it is contracting. And the body works together with the imagination in way more ways than humanity know. So we would love for you to take a couple of deep breaths. In through the nose a little deeper than you have done so far today. Out through the mouth and relaxing yourself. In and allow your body to receive a big token of your gratitude by saying thank you on your in-breath. And then release everything that is not serving you again with a thank you on the out-breath. In, allowing yourself to land even deeper in the moment. And exhale and allowing even more to be released through the breath. You will slowly come into a more peaceful state. This peaceful state is powerful to ask yourself a couple of deep questions. Now, first of all, imagine the thing you feel blocked about. Imagine the thing that is creating stagnation. Allow a couple of contractions as soon as you start imagining it and thinking about it to be present in your body, because your body will respond based on your imagination. So some of you might feel contraction in the legs, others in the belly, others in the heart, others in the throat, others in the mind, others somewhere completely else in the body, like the hands or the arms or the hips. Let's not judge. This is the body intelligence speaking back to you. So think of your stagnation and allow the body to show you what you need to see. Now, this is a very quick overview, and we are planning to share a lot more about this. If you feel contraction in the legs or feet, it might have to do with movement. If you feel contraction in your sitting bones and very low in the tailbone area, it might be because you are not feeling safe. If you feel it in the lower belly, it might have to do with pleasure or creativity. If you feel it in the upper belly, it might have to do with your own self-concept, inner fire, and aligned action. If you feel a contraction in the heart, it might be because your giving and receiving is not feeling safe, or you need to receive more to get more flow into your life, or you need to give more. Whatever you know intuitively to be true, start taking steps. If you feel it in your throat, it has to do with sharing and with being in your truth. You might run on old truths. You might know something to be true, but are still acting based on truths that you had 3 years ago. It's time to align your life with your truth. Align your words with your truth. Align your thoughts with your truth. If it's in the mind and you notice the contraction in the mind, it might be because your mental models are blocking you from receiving higher guidance because of resistance or high judgment. And if it's a whole combination of all of those, and maybe even your whole body feels like one big heavy block, as soon as you start, then it is a combination of those things. And the best thing you can do is to start breathe into it and start asking questions like, how would my life feel like if all of this would be unblocked? If all contraction that I feel will relax and expand? Ask again to your imagination and to your body, oh, can you give me the alternative of this contraction? How would it feel like when I relax and expand? And you might be blessed with insights and a way of living that you simply were not able to receive before because you were so focused on the stagnation. So it's good to focus on the stagnation to see where in your system things are not flowing. But as soon as you know, stop focusing on the stagnation and start focusing on the possibility, on the potential, and on how you can move these stagnations. Now we go in a lot more detail inside the many courses in this channel, and if you have access to the Akashic records, you can always ask us to assist you. You can always ask life to assist you in unblocking you. But as soon as you know the causes, it is really good advice to start get proactive in you. To not say, like, for example, the topic of money might be blocked. Instead of constantly thinking about money and the low bank account and how to pay the bills and you don't know where it comes from, that will be a very energy draining state. Just focus on that a little bit until you see which areas of your body are contracting. And as soon as you know, start going into a proactive state. If your lower belly was contracted, maybe you should create more. And a proactive state would be, okay, what would I love to create right now? What would I love to create right now? And just start creating that. If your throat chakra was blocked, you might say, okay, what is truthful for me right now? And can I share some of that truth with somebody that might also needs to hear this? Get as fast as possible into the proactive state. You are not meant to be in stagnation for that long. You are meant to flow. You are meant to change. You are meant to evolve. So as soon as you know the necessary information, go into proactivity. You don't have to do all at once, but take small proactive steps, and you will soon be out of your stagnation, feeling more responsible, feeling more powerful, and feeling more confident that you can do it. It only takes a couple of days of feeling into this and doing this, and you will enter a complete new state of being. We hope this helps, dear ones, and we are very grateful for your beautiful questions and the collaboration, so that we again created a very powerful transmission in this form. Thank you. We leave you in the highest flow, the highest love, And we hope to see you very soon. Wow. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Nimira, I hope this helps. That was great knowledge, I think. There was just so much in that answer. Thank you so much. Let me know, or in the comments or in an email, how things will move. Try it for a couple of days, and I'm curious how things will move. I'm always very excited to hear your stories. So we will go into I would love to take a 5-minute break. But for everyone on YouTube, I want to say thank you for tuning in. It was amazing to be with you. Thank you for your questions and your attention. And for the people here on Zoom, and for everyone who would love to join the community is in the description down below. We will continue this session after maybe a 5-minute break. We will go into the integration of the August of Abundance. So I'm very excited for that. I'm very curious what the Akashic Records have to say about that. So on YouTube, much love everyone. You know, if you want to go more into the depth with me and with the Akashic Records and become very abundant in every area, you know where to find the community. I love you. I see you in the next stream. And people on Zoom, let's have a little break and continue.